Hey there, this is Darren, founder of Denzity. Sit back and enjoy this Denzity Lens episode, where we distill the best advice from digital experts and help real estate professionals like you to build an effective online presence and become the best version of yourself. This is our third quarterly update. In this video, we talk about property exhibition, how property exhibition works, how COVID impacts, and our recommendation. Hope you like it. As always, you can find everything we mentioned in this episode in the show notes, including our thoughts, more about the guests, and all the tips and tricks. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button like you mean it to get our regular updates. Now, take a deep breath and buckle up for the show. Hope you enjoy. Hey everyone, this is Darren, CEO at Denzity. This is the third episode of our Q1 2021 update. And then if you missed the previous two, so 2 weeks ago is about what we do and why we do a lot of videos like this. Last week is about property video trends, and this one's about property exhibitions. If you're investors or a real estate company, why should you care about this? Now, the reason why I want to address and have an episode on this is because we see something is changing. To give you a better picture, if you're not aware what property exhibition is, property exhibition means that real estate companies would entice an investors to join a seminar, a physical seminar in a ballroom, let's say somewhere in their office, somewhere a room that they booked it, or hotel ballroom that they can showcase about the offerings or some kind of seminar to allow you to learn more and maybe invest on the spot. And then, so it's something that is a pretty big trend in Hong Kong, because Hong Kong has this trend, the kind of fashion for them, is that they love property viewing. They love to go to this exhibition to learn something and then maybe invest in them. So to paint a better picture, how crazy this is that in Hong Kong, 2019, there are more than 1,600 real estate events in 1 year. That's equivalent 30 to 40 real estate events if there's no holiday. And people still go to that and then don't listen to some guy talk about real estate stuff, not a very engaging subject sometimes. And then because they want to learn about what they want to invest. And then to same year, Singapore had only 250 real estate events. And then Malaysia had 150. So you can see that among Asians, which Asians are known to love real estate investment, Hong Kong is a place where everyone is going nuts with. And then the difference is this: usually real estate property exhibitions are catered for people that might not understand a certain market, and they would prefer someone to hand-holding, to guide them step by step to learn more about why they should invest, what is the opportunity, and what is the offering at the moment. So they go to these events and you really fit their culture, right? Hong Kong people, for example, are known to workaholic. They work from 9 to 7 or 9, 10 p.m. and I used to work until 1 a.m. So a lot of times, a lot of people would save all their other investment outlook or search or sourcing towards a weekend. And then for a weekend, they can bring their kids, Saturday or Sunday, learn about what's going on. They make their money. Friday, get the paycheck and say, okay, should I invest in UK property or Canadian market and many more. So this has been very good. And obviously COVID hits. And COVID hits, it affected property exhibitions a lot. However, there are still 1,500 real estate events last year in Hong Kong. And that's how crazy property exhibition is. So why we do this video is because we see something going on. Number one, because of COVID, investors start caring more about, can I trust you or not? Before, a lot of real estate investors, when they see these events, they think, oh, Malaysia is good, cool. It doesn't matter what company it is. I'll just check it out because I want to look into Malaysian real estate investment. Or let's say I would be okay, talking about immigration property events. Yeah, why not check it out? I want to learn about immigration. Maybe I'll purchase the property afterwards if I feel like it. But we realize that a lot of time right now, a lot of investors ask a couple questions right away, or even stronger in their head. One, the company, can I trust them or not? Who is the real estate agency? Who is the real estate agents? And who are the developers behind it? They want to know more about the environment too. Before they'd be, okay, I'll go in first to understand more about, is there a school there? Is there a hospital there? Is it meant for me or not? And now they want to know that even before going in. Number three is that a lot of investors have so much different videos in their available, from YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and many more. They want more than just simple talking about a market update. So those are three things we see for investor side. Agency side is that because of social distancing, a lot of property exhibitions, they have fluctuate of different amount of people coming in. There are some companies that I know before that they guarantee every single weekend there are 40 or 50 customers who will at least step into their ballroom. Because of social distancing, it's all fluctuated. It can be 50, 100, or even 10 sometimes. It's all fluctuated. Number two, because a lot of the hotels want to balance their book, and obviously there are a lot of room vacant because of COVID, so they want to jack up the price in the ballroom, getting more and more expensive. And three is that they realize is that a lot of property exhibitions are just not as effective as before because a lot of people already seen enough. So this video is really about if you're investors or real estate agencies or company, what can you do? There are suggestions from my side. Now, for investors, number one, because when it comes to property exhibitions, I would urge you to think about what's going on. Can you ask questions before going in? Save you a lot of time. COVID is one risk, but then you can spend a lot of time with your families and loved ones on the weekend. Why do you want to go all the way there to really check it out? And obviously is that I think is that property exhibition is great because they really give a very hand-holding guide to have expert in front of you and ask them any questions that you might have. So I think it's something that you think about is that can you do more due diligence research even before going into exhibitions. For property agencies or companies as a whole, I would urge you to think about number one, I think you guys should do more brand video, to be honest. I want to know more about your company, what your expertise is. Are you going for, prime locations, rural area, or are you more like a capital appreciation kind of play? Or talking more about rent, income, yield? There are a lot of things you can talk about. Do you have other services? Immigration, maybe mortgages, tax, or even about how do you immigrate easier? There are a lot of different things you can talk about, and even to services, right? So there are a lot of things you can do. And lastly is that I would suggest you think about more about telling people more about what's going on in the environment. Don't always think about sales, right? Sales is something that there's a guy called Gary Vaynerchuk, very famous KOL, talking about social media, and he always talk about how a lot of people think about sales, and sales. I realized a lot of videos always talk about that, and it's not going to work out as much as before. You think about education first, do a webinar, you do a virtual viewing first. You can even showcase people about why this investment is good. The previous episode we talked more about property videos. Make it comedy, make it entertaining, make it to lifestyle videos, viewing, and many more. Drone video, virtual viewing, whatever it takes to let people to feel more comfortable. And then even with the video, maybe they're not interested in the investment, but then they know who you are. They know that you're trying to engage with them, telling them more that no one else does. And I think that's how you can win onward, because the more the industry is going towards that way, a lot of companies are going to more video marketing. A lot of people are doing more brand buildings. And I think that if you not doing it right now, you left out. And then it's a very competitive world right now. So that's what we have for you. I hope that this video is helpful for you. Let us know what you think. If there are any topics you want to explore more, if you want any expert that you want us to interview to learn more about this topic, let us know. And in the next episode, we'll talk about tech solutions, how you can go online easier, and what we not suggest, and then what are things that will help you to go online. That's it, and hope you have a great day. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Majority of you don't stick around this far. So we're flattered and truly appreciate your attention. To return the favor, let us tell you our thought on this episode. Property exhibition is a very effective method to attract investors and close deals. But attracting investors to exhibitions have become harder. Real estate companies need to create more engaging content to bring potential buyers to the events. What do you think of this video and our take on the property exhibition trend? Love it or hate it? Let us know in the comment section. We have a more detailed version of our thoughts in the show notes. Beside that, you can find more about the guests and all the tips and tricks we have mentioned in the show notes too. Well, what do you think? Let us know in the comment section. Fun fact, do you know that more than 85% of you have subscribed to this show yet? Subscribe now to keep getting good stuff from us. Thanks for watching. What do you think of this episode? Please let us know in the comment below, and be sure to hit the subscribe button to keep in touch with us for upcoming videos. But before we go, I want to give a big shout out to Patina Design Lab. They're the one who help us in making our brand, our direction, as well as these videos. They are a strategic design consultancy firm to help businesses with a wide range of design services, from industrial design, branding, graphic design, art direction, content creation, and many more. They are a very talented bunch, and I urge you to check out their website for their work. That's all for today, and see you next time. Cheers.